This is the kind of food I try to eat the most of, you know, like this is potatoes, sweet potatoes, carrots, bit of mushrooms, some Chinese broccoli, and here we got some rice. Just keep it simple, just veggies and rice. Some say pizza, you know, but if I generally stick to like just vegetables, rice, porridge, stuff like that. Don't drink too much alcohol, but still enjoy a vodka, a little bit of coffee. You just recover quicker, you feel better, you got more energy, you can do more shit. I kind of undercooked the rice, but it's not bad. I'm watching this documentary from Thrasher magazine called Grindland. I find early skateboarding culture so inspiring. Sort of the birth of like DIY punk. These kids would just grind out what they were doing day in, day out, you know. And of course, you know, commercialism gets involved because we live in a capitalist society. If you're lucky enough to have a trade or something, you should stick to it. Otherwise, you've got to hustle some kind of living, which a lot of these kids did. It just inspires me. It makes me want to run more and play guitar more and do more stuff and have fun. Please, please rest assured that I don't care. You could fuck this whole damn town and I'd still be there. Oh yeah. You've got issues, babe, but I do too. We don't need to talk forever when it's time to do that thing we do. When you get so cold and it gets me down, you trap me in the fold of your wedding gown. Love was meant to last forever, but your love, it left a scar forever in my mind and down my spine for all the time. Please just kick my ass when you're feeling tough. Yeah, I tried to act so cool, but you called my bluff. I've had enough. The way you get so cold, oh, it gets me down. You trap me in the fold of your wedding gown. Your love was made to last forever. Your love, it left a scar forever in my mind, down my spine for all the time. Maybe I'll call that one For All of Time. Don't know. It's hard to hit that high note, that's for sure. I haven't gone on a run yet today. I'm feeling a bit flat, so I'll probably have to run somewhere. I'm thinking up on the other side of Mount Majura there's these bike tracks in the pine trees, and maybe I'll do some kind of crazy running, like get some air off the bike jumps, sort of parkour style or something, just to give myself a bit of a buzz and get my run in. I don't know how I feel about that song. It's very cliched. Kind of embracing the cliches. That's how to do it. That's how to get a song done. I think it could be interesting with a good production. Hackett, the northern suburbs of Canberra. Interesting demographics. The public housing and then the private housing and the park and the gum tree. I love life and I love being alive so much. It's weird though, I just always feel so depressed. It's kind of funny. How can I want to be here? Like I'd like to be an immortal, like a vampire. I'm curious to see how things work out. What's going to happen? You know, what's going to happen with COVID? What's going to happen with climate change? I want to be around. I want to see it all. At the same time, I just find it so unbearable. But then it's kind of a comfortable feeling too. I guess it's a comfort zone. The pessimistic comfort zone. Look, they've got a QR code on the playground. I don't know what I think about that. QR code on an outdoor playground. I don't know. Are the kids supposed to like get out their mobile phones and sign in every time they want to go on a swing? This is the most iconic Canberra thing there is. This bus shelter. I don't know, probably other cities in the world have these kinds of bus shelters, but to me they're just like completely Canberra. I've never seen them anywhere else, and if I did I'd be like, what the hell? How did Canberra get here? There's another one down there. I always wanted to leave Canberra and go start a new life somewhere. Just to feel independent. I think it's part of growing up. It's like the journey. You go walkabout, you find some new place and start a family or get a career or whatever. There's an iconic Canberra bus. It's kind of the natural thing to do though, isn't it? You sort of leave your hometown and go and sow your seed. I don't mean that like, I don't mean you go and shag people, and you do that too, but I mean just, you know, your personality, you put down roots somewhere and colonize or something. I always wanted to move to like New York or LA or somewhere. I definitely have a love-hate relationship with this place. It's a really weird place. You don't know how strange it is when you grow up here. You think everywhere else is strange. But that doesn't make any sense. How can everywhere else be strange? Canberra's the odd one out. I don't know what it is about it. It just has this... People are so weird here. I mean, it's built weird. All these roads go around in circles. You never know where you are. I would use Black Mountain Tower as like a point of reference. You can see that from a lot of places. Can't see it right now. Maybe that's why there was a heroin problem here in the 90s, because the point of reference is this tower that looks like a syringe. I don't know. It's had an interesting cultural history, at least in my lifetime, an interesting music scene. Had a big heavy metal scene in the 90s. In the 2000s, it was great for playing gigs. You could put on a show and get 400 people to come along, and unlike in Melbourne and Sydney, audiences in Canberra would go nuts. Like, everyone would dance, no one was self-conscious, no one was trying to check out what was cool and what wasn't. People were just themselves. There was no real genre. Like, there wasn't like a rock scene and a hip-hop scene, and this, like, all the bands would just play together. Now that was cool. That's a cool thing about Canberra. It's pretty accepting of like whatever you want to do, I think. It's very middle class. A lot of people working very comfortable jobs, but then the underbelly is very poverty stricken. The public housing with the ice problem, and it's weird. I mean, there's so much homelessness and dereliction in Canberra in such a like weirdly, almost dystopianly comfortable place. This is a funny area. I've never been here, but I've seen it on TV when a friend of mine, he'd grown up homeless and had a horrible time, been in weird cults and all sorts of stuff, and then some auntie of his died and left him like heaps of money, so he bought a house, but he got some dodgy deal and it was like a loan shark. And so for a brief period, my friend went from being literally homeless and staying on the couch to having like this mansion down in Tuggeranong, and he'd invite all his friends over, and it's like party town house, and he'd get a taxi from like Yass to Canberra, and he like gave me $1,500 for some reason, and then he lost it all because of some loan shark. Like, they took everything. He had some dodgy dealers before the subprime housing crisis, and I think he was one of those kind of casualties. But I remember like Today Tonight did a story on him, and when they talked about how he was homeless, they filmed him back here, like walking down this alleyway, like with the bins and the crates, like to show that he was homeless. So sort of this, that's the media's vision of homelessness. You're kind of behind the shops, sleeping in a bin, maybe in that box over there, I don't know. Everywhere you go, you hear these voices from loudspeakers. It's the radio blaring out of shops or out of cars, and every second word is COVID, 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 COVID. I mean, I don't need to tell you that. You're living in the same universe as me. Isn't it just so weird though? Imagine in 2019 looking forward 3 years to this. It's you wouldn't really believe it. I mean, I would. I've always thought everything was going to be heaps worse than it is. I'm actually kind of relieved. It's not that bad. I got a lot to look forward to, I guess. Might get some bread. Isn't that beautiful? Fitness plumbing. Gutters cleaned. Driving lessons. Like some love with your groceries? No thanks. Just want some groceries. Leave me alone. Acrylic pour classes. I should go to that. Stop and think. Where will you spend eternity? Probably in Canberra, I imagine. IGA plus liquor. Yeah, I might go into IGA. I suppose I'll put a mask on. I swear I packed my mask. I must have put it in my other jacket pocket. Oh well, no bread today. Bread's not good for you anyway, so apparently. got peanut butter though. I don't want to just eat it out of the jar. Maybe I'll go home and get my mask and go back to the shops. Oh yeah, another thing about Canberra is those bikes, those scooters. I haven't used them yet. Don't know how they work. I probably have to download some kind of app. Who wants to download another app? Oh, so sick of downloading apps and stuff. Well, if you've made it this far, thank you for watching. Gonna do more running. Gonna go do some crazy running. I might film it this afternoon, put it up for tomorrow. And yeah, please subscribe, like, and watch the journey as it unfolds. Become a part of it. If you're in Canberra, we should go on a run together. That'd be awesome. So get in touch, leave a comment, let's organize a meetup. Juke. Bloody genius. Who needs bread, eh? Yum, yum.